Hey guys, it's Hairstylist Heather, and so this is my 27-week pregnancy vlog. I can't believe 27 weeks. And because at this time, in about 10 weeks, I was closer to like 37 weeks when I had Kinsley. So it's crazy to think, I mean, it really should be 13 weeks, but more than likely, I think I'll probably be having her early, just like I had Kinsley early. So I guess we'll just see if I end up having hers early, or she could go to her due date. I mean, we don't know, it's up in the air. Like, you never know when they're gonna get here for sure, but like the doctors said, they're thinking that it'll probably be about the same as with Kinsley, but everything has been so different this pregnancy. I'm like, I don't even know. So I feel like that I probably will go to at least 37, or like I'll be getting close to 30 weeks and I'll be wondering like, gosh, I had Kinsley earlier than this, you know, like thinking that it's over my due date, but it's really not, because I still have a little while till my due date. But then I think I'll have her like probably the middle of September, end of September. That's what I'm thinking is gonna happen. So anyways, we're in the 3rd trimester, and normally at this point you'd say you have about 3 months left, but I'm saying 2 months. We don't know, but it's hard to plan exactly. And then I have clients that even schedule out sometimes, or sometimes they don't. They normally will call within that time range that they're trying to make an appointment to see me before my due date, because yeah, but we still don't know, and it's so hard to plan, but we're trying. And we're getting her room ready. Oh my gosh, her room is looking so good now. I've shown y'all a couple things in our daily vlogs, and I'm just loving the pink color. I'm so excited we have her crib. I'm excited we've got some dressers in there and her closet cleaned out, and now I've got baby clothes in there. I've got to go get some more hangers though. I've just used some of Kinsley's, but of course she needs more hangers. And just like her room is just coming together. We want to put her name up on the wall, and as far as her name goes, I'll be telling you her name soon, and we're super excited about her name. And I can't wait to tell you guys and like actually be able to just talk about, you know, Kinsley, and like just have their names together instead of just calling her baby girl, of course. But Kinsley will keep calling her girl and baby girl all the time. She is about 2 pounds now, and about the size of a cauliflower or a rutabaga. I think that's what you call this like vegetable or whatever. And she's about 14.5 inches now. So it's crazy to think that she's getting some pounds on her, and she's like, you know, I can't imagine having like another 8-pound baby like Kinsley, but it's bound to happen since it's already happened. And yeah, but she is starting to flip around some. I feel like, I really feel like I can feel her kicking more, like where I said she'd kick down so low. I felt like she was trying to move around, and I feel like I feel her a lot up higher now. Not really high, like I felt Kinsley real high, but I feel like I can feel her a lot of times on this side, and like kind of towards the middle waist, but still it's up, at least it's up higher and not like so down low like it used to be. So I think she's gotten flipped around finally, and I do feel some things on both sides sometimes. It feels like little hands or little feet, but I feel like I feel it more on this side, so I feel like that's more her feet over here maybe, and her hands are over here, and like that's how she is now. I don't know, it's hard to tell, of course. And she's starting to move around now. She moves around all the time, and I try to get Joel to feel her little foot, because it's crazy when you start feeling their little feet sticking out. Like you can feel just like a little tiny bump, and it won't be like a kick, it'll just be like a move. Like, I don't know, it's so weird. But I want to get some more video footage of her kicking and moving around sometimes, because sometimes my belly is just like doing like all this crazy stuff, like she's dancing in there and moving around a lot. She is starting to develop, her brain's starting to develop more, and it's getting very active now, and just so many more things are happening now, and she's just growing little girl in there, and I just can't believe it. And I love when Kinsley is like, my baby sister's in there, and she hugs and kisses her all the time now. She's always like, she wants a big hug. I'm like, yeah, you can give her a big hug, and it's just so sweet. But I can tell, as far, you'll see in our daily vlog coming up, she is like, some of Kinsley's stuff I've moved into the baby room because it's like baby stuff, and Kinsley was like, that's mine, or she wants it, you know, and I'm like, well, we'll get you one, or this too little for you now, or like in her little clothes and shoes I'm getting out of Kinsley, she's like, I want that, or I want some like that. And I try to tell her that we'll go buy her some that look like that, but they're too little, that they're going down to baby sister. So she's starting to notice that her things that were hers are baby sister's now, that they're passing down to her, and it's just funny to see her reactions and how she's acting towards it. And I just wonder if she'll have that little, like, whenever we're doing something with baby, if she might want something, you know, like, I don't know, like when I'm feeding her, she might say, oh, well, I'm hungry too, or, you know, like how brothers and sisters do, I guess. My ankles are starting to swell some, actually my left one, and they're not really bad at all in the morning, like right now, because I was going to show you guys. Later today, maybe I could put a clip in here and show you, well, maybe I could show you what they look now and then what they look at the end of the day. They start to swell up as it gets closer to the end of the day. And I thought I remembered at this time with Kinsley, they were a lot worse than they are. But hopefully they won't get worse. So, of course, we'll talk about my gestational diabetes. I went to the class. I went to my 3-hour one. I'm not sure if I had talked about it in the last vlog or not. Maybe I was going but hadn't went yet. I'm not sure. Anyways, I took my 3-hour one and it wasn't too bad. You just drink the drink and then they take your blood every 3 hours, and they take your blood when you first get there also. And they say if any one of those 3 are high, then you have it. I think that's what they say, because she said one of mine was a little high. So, and I'm going to the doctor this week and I want to ask them what my numbers actually were, because I would really like to see how high was it really. I feel like I may have even had this with Kinsley, because the two things that they worry about is the baby getting too big and preeclampsia and like swelling and things like that. And I swelled up really big closer to the end with Kinsley, and my ankles looked so big. Like after I had her, I looked so skinny. Like when you would look at my ankles, it was like crazy. And I had a big baby. She was 8 pounds. Well, they worry about it being over 9 pounds. I mean, she was 8'4". So anyways, they worry about stuff like that. And I think I may have been like borderline with her, and maybe they just let me slide that time. And I'm feeling like I might have been in the same situation this time, but they didn't let me slide. They were like wanting me to do everything. Also, when I went to my class, it was really awesome. I really liked talking about nutrition and being healthy and all that kind of stuff. And the other 2 girls, there was 3 girls in the class. The other 2 girls, they also had another child at home around the same age as Kinsley, around 3. And they hadn't had it with their first pregnancies, but their second pregnancies, we'd all had it this time. And we were all new to it. And what they talk about is counting your carbs. So you count your carbs. And also keeping up with your blood sugar, and you prick your finger 4 times a day, which they don't give you enough things to do it, not the first time anyways. When I go to the doctor, they'll prescribe me some again, and just keep it up with your diet and all that kind of stuff. And it's a little bit stressful because I stay so busy, and sometimes I don't get to eat a whole lot. I may even just get to eat a snack because I'm so busy during the day working, or you know, if I do get to eat, then I have to worry about what am I eating. But a lot of times I'll just bring a sandwich, or if we do have time to go eat lunch, we'll go eat lunch. But the only times that my blood sugar has been high when I've tested it is when we have went out to eat. Okay, so my camera did something weird. I don't know if it just turned off or what happened. I'm just gonna finish off from where I stopped at, and then when I go to edit, if I left something out, I'll try to finish it for you guys. So anyways, I was gonna say that my mom had it with me and my brother. She's thinking that it must have been my brother. She can't remember for sure, but she said that she had the gestational diabetes. She thinks. It's been so long ago, it's hard to remember, of course. So I want to talk about my weight a little bit. I started out about 113, and I was about 123, and then I weighed the other night, and I seemed like I was like at 120. I'm thinking. I don't know. I'm going to see when I go to the doctor about my weight, because I try to do my weight at home to tell you guys what my weight is. But I feel like since I have been dieting so much this past week or so, that I possibly may have lost a little bit. I'm not sure. I'm going to see. That's what my scales seem to tell me at home. But I don't want to say that for sure. You know, you still want to keep gaining weight, but I feel like I've changed my diet so much. As far as my diet, I wanted to say I haven't drank any sweet tea. It's been almost a week now, which is crazy for me. I usually drink at least somewhat of sweet tea a day, a cup a day, or whatever you want to say. I've stopped eating cereal. I used to always eat cereal and take my shake in the morning. I'm trying not to eat cereal in the morning. Also, no sweets. I haven't had any kind of like sweets or anything. And then trying to walk some more. So trying to do those things, I feel like it's going to help a lot, I feel like. But yeah, if you want to check out Kinsley's week at this time with her, just to see what was going on with her, I like to go back and look too. You can go check out those videos. And also if you want to guess on any due dates or like her name, guess a video or anything like that, go ahead and do that. I'm sorry. Okay, my weight, I did write it on here to try to remember to tell y'all. At this point with Kinsley, I was almost 140. I was like at 139 in Kinsley's baby book, and I was 132, and then when I weighed, I was like 130. I think that's right. When I weighed just the other night, like 2 nights ago. If that makes sense. I'll let you know when I get to the doctor. I want to see what all the doctor's going to say about the gestational diabetes stuff and what my weight is and what kind of more dieting kind of stuff, what my numbers were and all that kind of stuff. So I would like to see that and tell you guys about that too. And I think that would make me feel a lot more comfortable. But I'm really trying super hard to be more healthy and not eat too much. Also my portion sizes, trying to minimize my portion sizes, which sometimes I think is kind of crazy because when you're in your pregnancy, I feel like you're trying to eat for 2, so I feel like you want to eat more. I've never really dieted before, so like sometimes I'm like, when I eat and know that I've had enough carbs and I can't eat anymore, I still feel kind of hungry. Like I feel like at that point you want to eat more, but then you can't, and so it's a little crazy. And sometimes I already feel like I have a hard time deciding what we're gonna eat and stuff like that for dinner. And then I feel like this just makes it even harder. So it is hard, but then it's a good thing at the same time. And it's a really good thing that I have stopped my bad habits, you know. So, and then Joel's like, well, what are you going to have after you have the baby? And I was like, well, or like, where would you like to eat at? And I was like, well, I guess I could still eat anywhere right now. I just have to watch out what I eat. It would probably just be something sweet, like a donut or ice cream or something. Or a cookie or something like that. Anyways, guys, let me show you my belly. Okay, guys, so here we're at 27 weeks. And there's baby girl. I still feel like I just carry her so much lower than I do Kinsley, which I think is so crazy. I'm at like 35 and a half. I can't remember what I was last time. 35 and a half there. That's baby girl. Number 2. She's getting so big and she's just kicking so much like in this area. It's so crazy to put her moving around so much. So guys, thank you so super much for watching us. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I'll be getting back to you for next week. And I hope you have a great day. Subscribe, comment, and like. Check out HairStylistHeather.com. Check out our daily videos, and we'll see you guys soon. Bye!